Hello. Hello. It's Tuesday. Today we do not, well, usually we do not stream at Tuesday, but this Tuesday we're gonna stream a little because I got something cool to build. And because I got something cool to build, then why not we just spend some time together talking about stuff while I will be building and you will be having, I don't know, a quality time or something. In the meantime, today I will be drinking Kruszowice Czarne, pivo from Czech Republic. I was there 2 weeks ago, so I got me a few. Not my favorite dark beer, but still better than nothing. It's cold. It's attic, so it's kind of hot in the attic. So cool. Oh, so a cold beer will be something. Something super nice. We will be building today. What? An airplane, a 3D printed airplane. Yes, I know that some time ago I was kind of skeptical about the 3D printed airplanes, and I still do say that for everyday use they are. The foam is just better, because the foam is most probably much more convenient. However, a few months ago already, I think, I was contacted by the company called the Craycle. I have no idea how to correctly spell it. Craycle. I have no bloody idea. Let me just show you their webpage. It's the Craycle. I think it's Craycle from Turkey. And they said that they have this those cool airplanes. Would I like to get one for a video? You know, like promotion. I'm an influencer, so I'm influencing people sometimes to buy crap stuff, things. To spend their money on their hobby. So after some time, I think honestly, it started in June, maybe even July. A few days ago, I finally got the kit. It's printed already with all the elements, and we will only have to assemble this thing. However, if you take a look at the number of elements this model has and how it looks, well, that's probably gonna be at least a few streams like that. So without much of the further ado, let's just begin. By the way, the model is called the Discovery. Looks like a mini Talon. Yeah, it looks like a mini Talon, and it's but kind of smaller than the mini Talon, I think. Comes in a nice box, at least the already printed part. Over here, the Polish Customs decided that, well, we do have to check what's inside of this box, and they kind of opened the package without paying much attention of what really might be inside. I don't think they destroyed anything, but still not the best experience with Polish Customs. So that's that. And, well, let me switch to the top camera. And, oh, no signal. No, well, I know that there's no signal. I have no signal from the top camera. Why do I have no signal from the top camera? I should get some signal from the top camera, because I was using top camera even today. Bloody hell. Okay, the HDMI cable was not fully connected. Maybe now it will be better. Yes. Much better. Much better. So, this is what we will be building. And why the top cam is not rotated? Now it's rotated. Now you can even see me. Okay, let me turn on additional light and let's see what's inside. I opened this thing. I even tried to look at how this thing will be actually assembled. And it will be a pretty nice puzzle. Some of the rods, this is the main spar for the wings. Interestingly, the main spar for the wings is not going through the full length of the wings, so that will be kind of problematic. Well, we will see how it really works. By the way, this is how the airplane should look like. So typical mini Talon, pusher, V-tail, and hopefully a lot of space in the front for the camera and all the equipment. So that's that. That will be the printed wing sections. We will not be looking at those now, because the manual said that we should start assembly with the hatches, because apparently the hatches are the most important part of this design. So we're gonna need hatches, and I think I also will need some of those additional elements used to connect. Yeah, we're gonna need some of those. We're gonna need some of those. Okay, some foil. Oh, it even has the 3D printed. Yeah, this is the 3D printed wheel for landing. Nice, 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 nice. And do we have any additional elements over here? Okay, those are, I think, rear stabilizers, some front sections, a nose section. Nose is black. Nobody knows why. Oi, Elmo Hawk. Nice to see you around. Bloody hell. Some additional elements. We won't need those at the moment. So as you can see, this is the kit, which is mostly, well, it's fully 3D printed. And here I think we should get servos, because of course I will have to install servos, ESC, motor, battery strap. So absolute classics. Okay, this will go away. And let's start to look of what will happen if I will start to assemble those things. So step one, like I said, in the step one, we will have to do the hatches, because the hatches are then used to correctly position everything later. This is not a hatch. This is not a hatch. Those are, I think, elements of the hatches, and this is also some part of the hatch. Interestingly, there is very little reinforcement in the structure, so it's kind of flimsy. I wonder how the stiffness of this thing will look like after we're gonna assemble everything. For now, absolutely no bloody idea yet. Let's see how the hatches should be assembled. By the way, the manual for the airplane is available, so if anybody would like to see how the manual looks like. Okay, I have to modify some tick. Okay, now it should be slightly better. So okay, this we will not need, and we're gonna need the hatches. This is like this. This is like this. Okay. And interestingly, a lot of assembly, from what I saw, is made with those small pins. They call those things pins. And they are actually used to connect elements together. So let's have a few pins. And let's see how this thing should look like. Okay, so there is a slot. You put a pin into a slot, add the CA glue. I will be using the generic Polish CA glue. This is a tin. They said to use the mid cure, but I have this for such a long time that it's probably thick already. And we will be using those pins to first we're gonna call. Okay, let's just go, because why not? There is no time to wait. Interestingly, in the set there were even, oh, you can see the microphone over here. Interestingly, in the set there was even there were even gloves, but I will not be using any gloves. Piotr K, siema man, how's life? Everything cool, everything fine, no problems anywhere. We are doing some science. Well, not science, but let's call it engineering. We are doing engineering because we are all engineers. Well, I'm not sure about you, but I am actually an engineer. Software engineer, but still, too much of the glue. But engineer nevertheless. Okay, so this will have to go over here. And now there is this thing. This thing with a spring. I have no idea yet how this element should look like. I have a feeling it's kind like the... Okay, I think I understand. This is actually a latch. You are supposed to use it as a latch. But how this... Okay, I get it. So you glue this thing over here and then use a screw to be able to open the latch. That's actually pretty clever. I like it. I like it. That's interesting. So we will have to apply some glue over here. And I think for this one I will even use the accelerator. It's not really catching on. Ah, okay. No, it's on. So this is the rear hatch, and now the same mechanism we will have to install. No, this was the front hatch. Now the same mechanism will have to go into the rear hatch. So one more time. Some CA glue, accelerator, and then this thing goes in place. Okay, looks like a plan. So those are the hatches. Looks kind of similar to this one. Looks kind of similar. Now let's see how those screws should be installed inside. Because if I'm correct, you are supposed to put it in. Okay, yeah, exactly like I predicted. And you even should... Okay, this thing should be threaded in. So I think I will have to find a screwdriver. 2mm hex? I think it's a 2mm hex. Yeah, it's a 2mm hex. So this goes here. This goes here. And now we have the mechanism. Yeah. And now you see, we have a mechanism that actually acts like a latch. I like it. I like it. It's a very clever engineering. I like how this is done. That's kind of cool. So that was interesting. By the way, what are your opinions on the 3D printed airplanes? I know that mine are rather like semi-pessimistic, but what about you? Do you have any other experience with those thingies? I had like 2 already, and they are indeed usually single crash devices, and if you have to repair them, then it's just much more simpler to print them again instead of repairing. Okay, so we have hatches. So this actually looks like a done job. Nice. We are having quite a lot of progress in only like 15 minutes. What am I supposed to do with that? Okay, let me just put it here. So, what is the next step? The next step is that we will have to start working on the fuselage. So I will need the FS2 and FS3. This is the... Which one this is? I think this page will be kind of required. FS2 is number 2 on this chart, and it's this. No, this is FS1, so not this one. Maybe this is FS2. Screw the FS support part under the RCF rod using 2mm screws. Okay, so we have to use those pins again, those thingies, and to insert. That's interesting. All the previous airplanes I had, they the structure was not using those teeny tiny elements, but rather there was just overlapping surfaces. I wonder why they have this approach with those beams, if they are better or what. Or just this is what the engineer that designed everything had figured out will be better. Hard to tell. We will know. Because I will crash it. There is not a chance I will not crash it. Because almost everything I fly sooner or later crashes. Okay, so pins inserted. Okay, let's run them with the accelerator. Glue the parts inserting, and they will go like this. Yes, they will. Okay, probably we will not have much time to attach those elements because there are 4 of them, so there will be no actually time for any fixes. And I will have to be quite precise. That's bloody complicated. That is a bloody complicated endeavor. It's not that simple to glue them together. But I think bloody hell. I think now all the pins are in place. So this structure should become at least semi-rigid. At least semi-rigid. Because definitely not fully rigid. But it looks like a fuselage of an airplane. So it's at least it's something. Let me put some glue on the joints over here. The fuselage is white, so there should be no problem with those pesky marks, because we just don't care about that crap. And here. And this one over here. Okay. Maybe also some glue over here. By the way, have you seen the new Woxney goggles? I haven't, so we are clear. But based on the information I got from the Woxnail about their new goggles, they might be kind of interesting option. They definitely do not sleep and try to compete with their competition, mostly the HAI. By the way, what's up with the... Oh, Drone Camp Cersei. Nice to see you around. Fun stuff. Yeah, this is fun. Like a puzzle for adults. You do not have to worry too much about being bored if you have a good hobby. So, okay, that's that. Now, okay, got slightly stiffer than before, so maybe it will not be that bad. Screw the FS support part. How the FS support part looks like. What's the FS support? This is part number 5. And part number 5. Is it this one? Maybe should we go here and try to open the because I don't know which one is right now the FS support. Is there a better part index maybe somewhere? No, I don't see a better support, a better part index. So we will have to figure out how the FS support is supposed to look like from this, which might be slightly problematic if you ask me. But okay, let's see what we can do. And how the FS support is support. Oh, this is the FS support. This is definitely the FS support, and the FS support goes somewhere. Ah, okay, this is FS, but this is not flight controller support. This is the support for the rod. This is support that supports the rod that holds the wings together. M2 screws. Were there any M2 screws in the set? Yep, there are some M2 screws, so we should be able to put them in place. They are self-tapping screws, so there should be pretty straightforward process. Plug 3D. I will have to see what the plug 3D is. It's always a nice thing to know what's going on somewhere. This is definitely the most complicated 3D printed airplane I've seen so far. So that's that. No idea about the flight performance or characteristics, because, well, see. First, you have to put them into the air. And I know there are a few videos from Craycle. I will have to ask them how are you supposed to pronounce this name, because it's not very compatible with Polish accent probably. I think it's Craycle. Anyhow, there are some videos in the internet when you can take a look at those, but well, you know, you kinda should not trust the author of the thing in terms of the review, because, well, nobody will tell you bad things about their design. Okay, FS support 1 and the FS support on the second part, and hopefully now we will be able to proceed. The MSEO 300. Model that would be suitable for the beginner. Not a flying wing. Something pool configuration. Try the Atom RC Penguin. Probably you saw my video about the Atom RC Penguin. Pretty nice model, easy to fly, fun to fly, simple to fly, because after you set up everything, it's very predictable in the air. There is not a problem with the throw, because you just throw it into the air and it flies basically by itself. So I think the Penguin is actually one of the best ideas you can have over there. And now the manual. Pozdrowienia z Wrocławia. Szczecin pozdrawia Wrocław. And now they say that we should... interesting. Okay, so this is how the hatch works. And now I should install this thing with a masking tape. Interestingly, I don't know why. Okay, now I get it. It's sliding. Oh, this is fancy stuff. This is fancy stuff. Because it slides basically into position. Okay. It's a sliding design. And now it's really like locked in place. There are some tabs and the slots in the fuselage that interact with each other. You see over there, I was expecting that this is just a latch in, like on the hinge, but no, there are slots in which this cover actually slides. Ha! Okay, I made a mistake. I have not correctly installed this part yet. A problem with the design, I would have to say. It's kinda hard to screw this element in. I have no idea why, because you know the screw is just below the stop and it's hard to put a screwdriver over there. And I also screw it in the wrong place. Okay, Pavel, you should concentrate more. Now it should be like this. So Craycle, next version of this design, improve it slightly so that those tabs are not interacting with the access to this screw. That would be much nicer. And now we can put this thing in, slide it in. Okay, okay, no, because it goes like this. I will have to learn how to use it probably. And now it snaps in place. More or less. Probably when it will have slightly more rigidity, stability, it will be slightly more rigid with all the elements installed. It will be better. Okay. And then let's secure the hatch in place with the masking tape. This is exactly what they said in the manual. You have to secure it with the masking tape. And let's proceed with the next elements of this build. Hewing with Vitol. Yeah, probably everybody already knows that Vitol is coming to INAV. So maybe I will get me a Vitol. On the other hand, I fly so little recently. I know that if I will get a Vitol and if I will build a Vitol, I will like fly it twice and then stop. So maybe not really, but still maybe. Okay, now FS mesh. What is the element called the FS mesh? Because I have to glue it into the FS4. And FS4, it's called 4. So this is, the tail section is called the FS4. There's a teeny tiny wheel in the back. Is this the FS4? Yes, this is the FS4. And I'm supposed to glue... Ah, this is the mesh. Nice! Nice. This is the mesh. Those elements I saw before. So they will be... No, those are the small ones. This is, I think, the mesh. Nice. You see something like that and you already know that this model is kind of professional. Because they have mesh over the air intakes. Not that it really kind of matters. Because let's be honest, this is just small... small 3D printed model. But still, like, wow, there's some intake mesh. So less junk will get inside. Cool. Okay. Ah, oh no. No. Okay, now you have to hold it in place. Looks professional. Maybe I should start building Warhammer. No, probably I will not into Warhammer. That's too much. Although recently, a few months ago, I started reading the Warhammer books, and I have to say that I kinda enjoy them. Okay, so that's that. Glue the FS mesh into its place, glue the FS1 and FS4 parts inserting pins together, and then glue the lipo mounts in their place. Okay, so I will have to use the pins again. And once I will have the pins, I will be able to connect everything and we're gonna have a fuselage. This actually goes quite nicely, I have to say. I was kind of expecting that after 1 hour I will have basically nothing done. But look at us, it's half an hour and we already have majority of the fuselage prepared. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Not bad at all. So now we're gonna have to connect this one with this one. Okay. So, how are we gonna do it? I think I will skip the accelerator on this one. Because I'm really afraid that if I will add the accelerator now, it will just catch too fast. And as the result, I will not be able to position all the parts correctly. So we're gonna just have to keep them over there. Ta-da! Perfect. It's actually pretty perfect. Well, not perfect, but pretty nice. Okay, so we have the most parts of the fuselage already done. I like those pins. I like those plastic inserts because they really indeed allow you to have more stability on the elements. This is actually a kind of good idea. I'm glad that they did it like that because when I was fighting previously with different, when you have to like overlap two surfaces, it was always very hard to hold this thing long enough so that glue was able to catch. With this thing, it's slightly more convenient. Maybe still not perfect, but it's definitely slightly more convenient. Okay. And in a minute or two, we're gonna have all the elements of the fuselage connected. Nice. I think I will have to do those build streams much often. Okay, rudder assembly is the design fail on the Hewing T2. Hopefully, I don't know. How much is the Hewing T2, by the way? I expect it's not a cheap one, but 339 for what? Only the foam? Or you get something extra? Plug and play. So, okay, no, you get the ESCs, propellers, motors, and servos. But yeah, that's kinda pricey. But still. 330. On the other hand, the plug and play swordfish is almost 250. So maybe it's not really that bad. Okay. I saw. Oh, Mosca, you're here. Yeah, the parts exactly are self-aligning. This is kind of cool. This definitely helps with the build of this thing. So it's a good thing that they decided to do it like that. Oh, it's getting yellow. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. So that's that. Okay. So the rear section of the fuselage is ready. Nice. Now it's time to glue in the front section of the fuselage. This should go like... It's actually, no, it's kinda smaller than I expected. I kinda expected this will be a slightly bigger airplane, with at least the fuselage that long. But it's actually slightly shorter than that. Interesting. Okay, so now we will have to glue in the pins again. /7 FPV. Hey Ian, I haven't seen you for a while. By the way, Ian and me met a few months ago. He was on the vacation in Poland. He decided, I want to visit Paweł. So he actually visited Paweł. We had a dinner in the restaurant. Then we met for the coffee. Then we went to my flying field, but it was raining, so I was not flying. But I'm pretty sure Ian has some footage from my personal, not really my personal, from my flying place. So, you know, if you really want to, you can always meet Paweł. Okay, so those are the pins. And now once the pins are done, we're gonna slide it like that. Okay. 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 Okay, so you know what? It is a quite advanced model. I do have to say that it is a quite advanced model, and quite a lot of engineering went into this this thing. So even if I will crash it, I still will have quite a lot of fun assembling this thing, because there is a lot of good engineering in this model. Okay, this was not the cleanest insert of these elements, and I think we can remove the top hatch now, because the structural... Okay, you pull it. Nah, yeah, this is how it's supposed to work. That's actually quite nice. That's actually quite nice. Yeah, exactly. Too bad it was raining. But this is what you get when you live in the Central Europe. It's either rains or it's too cold or too cold. We never get the nice weather. I think the fuselage is kind of tilted now. It's nothing that the extensive amount of the CA glue cannot fix. So it will be fine. This... Okay, I think it's not the best CA glue ever. It kind of gets yellow tint once it cures. But nobody will be flying with that. Ooh, it's a heavy one. It's a heavy boy. You can already feel it that it's a heavy boy. Or a heavy girl. I don't know, but it's a heavy. I wonder how much it is without anything. Oh fuck. Too much of the CA glue on my hand. I love this, the feeling when it's burning, like... I should have scales over here, so let's see how much is the fuselage only. And the fuselage only is 220. It's 220 grams. Only for this part. So bloody hell, it's heavy. It's absolutely heavy. Good thing that it rather has a lot of the wing area, and because it's a pusher, there should be no bigger problems with launching this thing. But still, it won't be light. Okay. So the top hatch is in place. Okay, now it's correctly in place. Okay, it will be fine. Okay, so the page 2 of the assembly is done. I have the fuselage. Yeah, I do. So let's go to the page 3 of the assembly and let's see what's gonna. Sub 250. No, it ain't gonna be a sub 250. Not a bloody chance. Glue the nose, nose 1 and 2 parts, inserting pins into their slots. Okay, nose 1 and nose 2. This one we can... put to the side. Nose 1 and nose 2. Nose 1, this is 27 and 28. 27 is indeed this blocky one, and 28 is the one that goes on top. This is the 27. This is part number 27. In that case, this should be part 28. I think so. Interestingly, this element came already assembled. Oh, look! It has the open tray for electronics in the nose. Hey, that's fancy engineering. I like it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I like it. You see, this is the latch. You open this thing and you remove the tray. And you have access to the FPV electronics in the nose. That's nice engineering. I like it. I like it. I like it. Definitely not something you do not see every day. Okay, so this is part 27. This should be then part 28. Sub 1250. Yeah, I still think that with the battery it will be above that. I have a feeling it will be really like a chunky boy or a chunky girl. I don't know what's less politically correct nowadays. Oh, there are some informations. Print weight 700 grams. 717 grams. Hard to believe. Okay, so this... Okay, and... Oh. Looks kinda like Cylon from the Battlestar Galactica. Interesting. And we will have to use beams. There's some... Okay, so... because it goes like that. I have to use pliers to remove the pin now. And then this one over here. Okay, so some glue and let's insert those pins. Mini Talon. Yeah, it's extremely similar to the Mini Talon. I agree with you on that 100%. But it's smaller than the Mini Talon. Mini Talon is, I think, 180 centimeters wingspan. This is only 120. So Mini Talon is bigger. And it's foam. You cannot like build it or print it yourself. Well, of course, depends what you expect. But I do have to say that I kind of enjoy. I enjoy assembling this thing. It's really like a puzzle for adults, for engineers. It's a cool thing. There is some junk inside of this slot, so I will have to clean it. I also have to say that the print quality of those parts is pretty good. Maybe even more than pretty good. Those are really like quality prints. There are basically no problems with the surface, with the areas, so I think me asking for the kit version was a good decision, because if I would have to print it, it probably would take me like 2 weeks. I don't have. And now we could just have fun while building this thing instead. That's that. I think we're gonna also apply some glue over here just to reinforce it. Because in this case, more is better. Nice. Nice. It goes much faster originally than I expected. Honestly, I thought that at this time we're gonna have like nothing connected, but it's only 50 minutes and we have almost the full fuselage. So it's kind of nice. Okay, we will not be... No, I will not be installing the FPV part, because for today we are only assembling everything. So not that. No. Now you have quick release nose and action camera holder. You can still screw the nose and the fuselage using 2mm screws. Okay. The question I have: how the nose is installed in the fuselage? I think I know, and I think I like what I see, because if I see correctly... Oh, this is interesting, because look what's going on. The nose is indeed easily detachable. Nose slides in over here like this. I think the glue have not cured yet completely, so let's add more accelerator. Ah, Craycle. Man, you have to tell me how to correctly pronounce the name of your company. Craycle? Or what? Maybe you can just record this and send me an audio file, because I honestly don't know how to correctly pronounce the name of your company. We were just installing the this part over here. Okay, now, so you see, this thing can be detached from the fuselage because it's... They snap over here. Audio? What's up with audio? I hit a button. No audio. Do we have audio now? Do we have audio now, guys? I think we do. What's up with the audio? Yes, okay, so fantastic. Where are those latches that secure the nose in place? Where have I put those? It was turned off. I have no idea what happened. Maybe I hit the mute button. Maybe something else, but now I still don't know where. I don't know, those are spare parts, so we will not be looking into that. This is not this. This is not this. This is not this. This is not this. Yeah. No, this is the element for the flight controller mount. This is a Cadix Vista hatch. This is a different hatch. Also, we're gonna take a look at this. Spare parts. It has to be somewhere. But it isn't. Okay, then... let's one more time take a look over here. It's such an amazing puzzle that I have no idea where those two elements are right now. Okay, I think we will not waste our time on this because I don't think it makes sense. And we're gonna just move forward, and there should be somewhere those latches that locks over here. Or maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm wrong. I'm supposed to glue those in place. I was looking for the wrong part. But still don't see the correct part, so you know. And I found them. Haha, it was here. It was well hidden over here. This is this and this. Those are two elements. Now we should have a sound. So, do we have a sound or do we not have a sound? Because we had no sound, but right now I see that my OBS is correctly reporting that I'm transmitting with audio. So I think we should have audio, right? We have sound. Fantastic. That's the best news the whole day long. And now this... okay, now we are talking. Now we are talking. Everything is clear now. Those are the... I broke it. Oh, Paweł. I broke it. No, only... no, it's not broken. Only the 3D printed element delaminated a little. So it's fine. It will be fine. It will be fine. So... some glue over here. Some accelerator over here. Put the part. Let the glue cure in. And soon we should have this part securely in place. And we're gonna then repeat the process on the other side. Okay. Now it only has to cure, and the nose will be ready. I like this idea of the touchable nose because I glue myself into the plastic. Anyhow, I like the idea of the touchable nose because if you will crash, then most probably the nose will be the one to go. And if the nose can be just replaced like that, it's a nice and convenient way of having easily replaceable. So this is the nose. And there should be a hatch on, but we will not be putting the hatch on because it doesn't make sense. This is the nose. Honestly, it looks like a Cylon from the Battlestar Galactica. By the way, if you haven't seen the Battlestar Galactica, the one from the 2000s, not the one from the 70s, and you are into the science fiction, highly recommend the Battlestar. Yeah, it is a brick. Mosca, I think it's a regular PLA. I have a feeling that this is just a regular PLA, not the lightweight, because at least it feels like the regular PLA and not the fancy one. So that's that. Everything is in the CA glue now. Blach. Anyhow, and there we go. Oh, this is actually really pretty clever engineering. You slide it in. And then, ta-da, the hatch is in place. Ta-da. Maybe this one, the tolerances are too tight, and maybe I just messed up something during the assembly, because this one doesn't work as smoothly. But still, kinda works. And then you just pull the screw. I think I forgot about something, because I was supposed to, on the previous page, I was supposed to glue in the battery straps. Okay, so let's go one page back. Then glue the LiPo mounts into their place. One LiPo mount over here and one LiPo mount over here. So this one will just slide. I bet you will not be able to see it, but it just goes like that. Okay. Seems like a plan. Might match the new Walksnail goggles indeed. I got the information from them that the whole goggles endeavor is right now slightly delayed. They just finalized some of the elements. They were supposed to ship the goggles this week, but I think they will only be able to ship the goggles next week. But if you ask me, I'm kinda waiting for those goggles. Because if they improved some elements, and I think they improved some elements on the goggles, there might be really, not a killer, because this is not the correct word, but something interesting. I think over here we will have to... Okay, so we will have to be slightly creative. I have kinda too big of the hands to be able to fit over there. So we will... First we will apply the glue on the element. Like this. Then add the accelerator on the elements. Then grab the elements with the pliers. And then lower this thing in place. And then hope it will want to stay in place, because I already see that it doesn't want to really stay in place. But okay, we have sound. That's cool. And in 1 hour, roughly 1 hour, we were able to build the whole fuselage. Which, if you ask me, is, I think, a pretty nice time. Looks brick. It's a brick. Yeah, it is a brick. Yeah, it is absolutely a brick. Okay, this part is done. We can go further and let's see what will have to happen And next. LED lights. We will ignore the LED lights for now. I have no space to get the electronics and the soldering iron. So we will go into the... No, now I want to start building the wing. How the wing is supposed to work. Install the servo on the wing L1. Which one is wing L1? Wing L1 is the element 15, so it's the one that is closest to the fuselage. Okay, so but if it's supposed to be left one, then this one has to go like this. And if we are working on the left one, then okay, I see it. This is the left side of the wing. It's supposed to go in like this. Would it have detachable wing? I don't think so. I don't think it's capable of having a detachable wing, which is interesting. Okay. Install the servo in the wing 1 part. But you can check out the servo direction on the image under the wing. What? How? Let's take a servo. Okay. Once I will install the servo, I will not be able to remove it. So we will have to install the horn before. So we go. Okay, I get it. I see how this thing is supposed to work. You put it in. And then you install this thing like this. Now, okay, so like this. It's supposed to go like this because this one, goes here, goes here, goes here, goes here. Do not apply the glue to the servo and the so no, the wing is detachable after all. The wing is detachable, so that's good. The wing is detachable. And now I will have to use the screws to hold the servo in place. Okay. Like this. And like this. Now, we want to catch the neutral position of the servo, so I think I will have to get me one of those bad boys, the servo tester, and find the battery. After the leap of fire, I still have something like a mess over here. So, okay. Now, we want to connect to S1. Enable the output and put the servo in the mid position. Yup. Now the servo is in the mid position, and then we want to install the horn so it kind of matches the mid position like this. Yup. And then we secure the horn with a screw. I know, grumpy old nerd. I know. I know what kind of the server it is. I know. I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. I'm ready to face the consequences of my actions. I'm fully aware of that. It will be fine. It will be fine. I know what I'm doing. Okay. I installed the servo over here, so we are over this part. Now we have to start playing around with the next element of the servo. At least it did not explode. That's right. Now, and this element will go here like this. Yes. It goes like this. So, insert the main CF rod and wing spar parts. This is the main rod. There should be a channel for the main rod. But this is the main rod, so it installed in place. Wing spar parts. I think this is the 10 centimeter CF rod. Okay, this is this element. Wing spar. This is this element. This is this element. Interesting. Okay. Okay, now I need one of those elements, and they will correctly lock the wing in place like this. And glue the wing L1 and L2 together. Okay, this is how it goes. And I should glue those two elements together now. I have some questions, though. That means that if the wing breaks, the whole wing has to be replaced. You cannot replace only part of the wing. Okay, it's snapped in place. And now yeah, jeez. CF everywhere. I need some toilet paper. I added slightly too much of the CA glue, so I will have to remove it. It will be fine. Okay. And that means here. Okay. And maybe a drop over here. It will be fine. There's a comment that it's a 3D printed airplane. It will not last long enough for the servo to fail. Yeah, probably. Probably that's the case. But it's fun. You can say you're an engineer because you assembled your own airplane. Yeah, I know, but this won't be a very precise airplane. I know I should not be using those servos. I have better servos, but I got those servos as a part of the set, so I will just use what I got. Okay, so this kinda concludes. It's not pretty. Some sanding would be required over here, and we will ignore now this for now. Okay. Now it's part for another element of the servo. We will also not do the lamps today. I don't care about the lamps. Wing L3. This is the Wing L3. And I have to admit I broke the Wing L3. Because I thought that ailerons had print-in-place hinges. But those are not print-in-place hinges. They were just printed together, but it's fine. They will be glued together and there are special elements that hold them together. So it's fine. We're just gonna ignore. We just pretend that this thing is still attached. And now we have to find out how to attach the outer element of the wing into the whole play. Okay. Wing spar. So we will need 2 wing spars now. 1 and 2. Prost. We'll need those elements. This one elements was kind of worse quality than the other ones. We'll then install. Okay, this one goes here. Those are really tight tolerances, if you ask me, on those elements. And this one will go in here like that. Okay. Okay. Now glue. Perfect. There was a nice snap. And just like that, it's attached. And now we will have to install now we have to install the remaining part. The wingtip. Now we have to install the wingtip. Okay, this is this. This is the left one, so it goes like this. So that's the one. Da-dam! And this one, surprisingly, is installed without any wing spars and such crap. It's just glued directly. Okay, so we're just gonna glue this thing directly into the wing. And snap. Hello, Brazil. How are you doing? How's the weather in Brazil? I'm working with a few Brazilians. Now even my supervisor, colleague, is from Brazil. He's in the Brazil right now. So, hello, Brazil. I don't think FPV Pegasus, your name is Jose. Okay, so we have a wing. That's the wing. That's the wing. And the thing that are left, we have to fix the ailerons, because the ailerons are installed in a fancy way. And I don't yet understand how they are really installed over here. So this one goes here, this one goes here. Like this and like this. Okay, so the ailerons have to go like this. This is what we know. Let me put that away. I'm not doing the lights right now because I don't care about the lights at the moment. I would prefer to work on the ailerons. No. Here. Okay, the CA glue you apply to the hinge slot dries before the hinge is installed. Make sure at least 15 minutes pass before installing the hinge to recover from the effects of the spray used on the wings. Then, as you can see, first break the flap from the tiny connectors and glue the flaps using CA glue, inserting Craycle hinge pieces. Okay, but something doesn't add up. Where's the part when I glue those two elements together? Maybe I should do it just right now then. Okay. Then maybe I should do it just right now. Or maybe should I add some push rods? No. No, there's nothing. They have to be... This element... Those have to be glued together. I will just have to glue those two elements together and hope I will not mess it up too much. I will. I already see I will mess it up. There should be some kind of the reinforcement, but there isn't. Which is honestly very strange. Okay, one more time. Glue the hinges to the flaps first and then apply glue to the slots on the wing without then the flaps attaching the wing. You can wipe away excess flashes. Avoid using too much spray. Yeah, kinda. That's the element of the whole setup that should be kinda improved. I think there should be a reinforcement that connects both elements of the control surface. Because right now, when I will glue those two things together, they will be held only by the glue on... What was that? Anyhow, they will be only glued, holding by this. Craycle, you have to improve on that. But there is nothing in the instruction that I should put anything inside of those. Maybe I missed something. No, I haven't. There is nothing about additional elements that connects the control surfaces. So apparently this will have to be enough. On the other hand, this should be stiff enough, and even if this element breaks, this should stay because this is powered by the servo. So maybe it won't be that bad. On the other hand, it's... Once the glue catches, I will just laminate this element. I will just laminate this element and it will hold. That's my goal. Yeah. Okay, so I have a control surface. Kinda. And now, I know I'm supposed to wait, but I will not wait, because I don't like waiting. I'm a very impatient guy. There are those... I think those are TPU. Those are the TPU elements that act as hinges. That would make sense. And there should be 3 of those for every control surface. Because then you put this thing in. No, you put this thing in like this. Oh, I get it. Clever. That's actually quite clever. Doesn't Frank de Bros, doesn't one of the hinges spar the gap between the parts? No. The hinge itself creates a gap. So it should be fine. So you just a drop of CA. And then the hinge goes in. A drop of CA. The hinge goes in. And a drop of CA. And the hinge goes in. I like the quality of those prints. This is really a high quality printing. You see that all the tolerances are basically perfect. Those TPU elements just slide perfectly into the place. Absolutely not a problem. So no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. This is two are on the inside one and one on the outside one. So worst case scenario, even if it breaks in half, this thing still can act as the control surface, yet with less authority. So I think it should be actually fine. I think it should be actually pretty fine. I know that the manual asks to wait 15 minutes. We won't be waiting 15 minutes. I don't care. It will be fine. So it goes like this, and then we will... Oh, I think I think there is too much of the CA glue everywhere right now. Okay. Ha! Huh? I think I messed something up after all. Not enough glue on the most internal one. Now. Okay. And now, because I think the part of the whole setup is that you cannot add any CA on the hinge itself, because when CA hardens, then it's stiff. So we want to have on glue only inside of the hinge itself. Anyhow, if you ask me, I would add additional hinge. I would add additional hinge, so this thing would have 4 hinges, not only 3 hinges. Okay. And I think we can right now just let the glue cure. And I think we are done for today. I won't be doing any more assembly of the today. It's 1.5 hours of the stream. So I think we should be fine. So far, I'm actually quite happy with how it goes. This is really like super high quality print. The model is visibly very much thought through in terms of how it's supposed to be built. Very clever engineering here and there. Looks Looks pretty dope. It's a bus, it's a brick. Yes, it is. On the other hand, it's rather designed to fly slowly, so maybe the drag will not be that big of the issue. There are a few kinda smart engineering ideas, like those hatches with those latches over here. So that's also kinda interesting. I think I messed up the assembly in a place or two by giving this thing too tight of the tolerances. And as the result, the hatches, for example, are not really like fully in place everywhere. But besides that, whew, looks actually pretty decent. So this might be, see, like everything nicely snapped in place. There is also the Cadex Vista hatch, but it's not, I think, self-locking, but you just put it in. Nice. I think I like it. I think I like it so far. So far, it was a quite pleasurable build. The model is kind of flimsy because of the walls. This is basically one layer of the PLA. But after putting everything together, it kind of got some extra stiffness. It's not as flimsy as it was in the beginning. So maybe it will actually behave quite nicely in the air. We will know. We will know once I will finish the model. Of course, probably we're gonna have a second stream of me building this thing, because the live streams are very good for engagement. Because if people are watching my live stream, that means that people are like what I do, and that means that Google is more likely to promote my content to other people. So hit the like button. Everyone hit the like button and start writing in the chat how amazing this thing is. Because Google YouTube has to be aware that I'm such an amazing YouTuber and my content should be promoted. So start hitting the like button like crazy and start typing prizes in the chat right now. Please do it. Also do it once I finish the stream and end the stream, so that one more time Google knows how amazing of the streamer I am and should promote my content. Thank you. No, I like it. I think we will be slowly ending over here. Like I said, I won't be doing any more building for today. But yeah, looks kinda dope. By the way, if you don't know the link to the airplane, to the model itself, I'm just pasting this thing in the chat, so you can like go to the Craycle and see what they got, because the Discover is not the only model they have. They have also some other models, and well, that's really like the renders look amazing. Honestly, the renders look bloody amazing, and look how much space for the battery and for the whole flight controller there is inside. By the way, this thing is designed to work with the SpeedyBee F405 wings. F405 wing. I still have the prototype of this board, so I think I will just put it over there. Nice. So far, nice. $45 for the STL files. I don't think it's too much, to be honest. I think it's a fair price. If you want to have some nice puzzles you can do at home, engineering crap, that's not really that bad. I wonder how much is the kit I got. So store, physical products, 3D printing, home living, gadgets, printed airplanes. I think this is the ARF. 67 printed. Really? 67 printed? That's really not that much. 68 bucks for the printed version. That's not too much. And look how many different noses they have for the different cameras. I think that's affordable. If you want to have a busy week building this thing, That's not that. Oh, a detail. Like here, like there's a fake sign that says danger. That's so sweet. Oh yeah, Craycle. Don't forget to share a coupon. But okay, if you are here, man, a few things you should improve. Improve the manual on installing the control surface. It should be much more descripting with the information that there should be no reinforcement, and even better, improve the design slightly so there is some kind of the reinforcement between those two elements. That for sure. And there was something else. I did not like precisely. Maybe make the hatch slightly smaller so that there are less tight tolerances on this thing, and improve the manual on how this latch should work, and improve, like, it could be better in terms of the user manual, because I had some questions during the assembly, and this is not the first model I ever did. So that can be improved, but that's a nice engineering. And because Craycle said I should share the code, yeah, I think I will share the code because I got the code. That allows you to basically Okay, I have two codes basically. One code is for the 10% off on the STLs. Okie dokie. So I'm posting this in the chat right now. And the second one is the 5% off on the kit. By the way, Ozgur, Cemal, I'm sorry. Ozgur is the different Turk I work with. I'm sorry, Cemal. I will write you tomorrow about some details. But that's that. Okay. I like it. I'm gonna have fun. Maybe I should do it without the flight controller. I don't know. We will figure something out. Okay, this is basically all for today. So thank you very much for watching. I see some people hit the like button, which is super amazing. Thank you very much. And we will meet the next live stream. I think the next live stream will be also a build stream. I'm not yet sure if this will be this model or a different model, because I still have a very interesting multi-rotor I want to build. But definitely the next live stream will be a build stream, maybe even this week. I'm in the mood of building right now, so maybe it will be like that. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Until the next one. Ciao.